What's going on, everybody? DogMan Dan here. So I know few days already in the Warframe Augment mods. The new ones came out. I just want to kind of go through them here. I'm not a huge fan of Augment mods per se. I think some of them, most of them, in my opinion, personally lack a lot. I still think we should have a special slot for them. But let's take a look at these couple that are out here now. And if you're using these particular frames and you like these augments, leave some comments. Tell me what you think about it. So we got Insatiable, which let's go ahead and show you what a max rank on it'll be. Here's your max ranks. A Ravenous Augment. Nidus has a 60% chance of generating a additional mutation stack when he gains one while standing on the Ravenous infestation. Actually, that can be pretty good, especially if you're stacking a lot already. 60% is not bad. You're going to keep stacking pretty much. So that may actually be a decent one, especially if you use Nidus. I'm just saying. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I haven't used Nidus in forever. I'd have to relook at him. But that may actually not be too bad, especially if you're standing on the infestation. You're getting that 60% for every one stack anyway. Basically every 2 stacks, you're guaranteed to get another stack. So not a bad idea. Warding Thurible, right? So Harrow. Harrow is interesting. So the Warding Thurible, basically allies in range take 40% less damage while channeling and grant a 0.5% additional energy charge whenever damaged. Actually sounds like a pretty decent one. Warding Thurible Augment. I haven't used the Harrow in a while either, but that actually sounds like a pretty decent one. I mean, 40% less damage is not a bad thing. And this one's kind of weird to me. The Octavia one, we're at max rank. You're allowed to have 2 simultaneous mallets, but each has a 50% reduced range. I mean, you can spread them out maybe, which is cool, but I don't know. I kind of like the range on the mallet just as one. But I mean, I guess you have that option depending upon the conditions of the environment. That 2 may actually not be a bad thing to have. So I'm curious if anyone's using that one and seeing how that comes out. And then we got the Empower Quiver here for Ivara. So the Quiver Augment, Dash Wire grants allies 100% critical damage, and the Cloak Arrow has a 100% chance to prevent status effects. Both of those actually sound pretty nice. Now, I assume that the Dash Wire granting 100% critical damage is if the ally is standing on the Dash Wire. That's the only thing I can think of. And then, of course, you're using your Cloak Arrow to prevent status effects, which is actually not a bad thing as well for you personally. Maybe a decent mod. I am definitely, no offense to anyone else, I am not an Ivara fan, but that's just me. Everybody has their own play style, so I'm curious what people think of that. And that's the 4 new augments that are out there. If you had a chance to play them or whatever, please feel free to leave comments. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.